All right, everyone. So Rob Van Dam reacted to John Cena's heel turn. Here's what he said. Yeah, that's true. He knew what to do that night perfectly at One Night Stand, and he's really great at what he does. So I think he's going to really master the heel persona and take it some places that we didn't expect. By the way, I mentioned this before, but I had seen him get booed. It wasn't a lot, but leading up to that One Night Stand match, there was a town or two. I think it was in Wales. Was the first time I think that I've heard it was a very similar vibe in Hammerstein Ballroom. It was very similar. Anyway, that was the first time I saw him get booed, and he was great. I don't know if I told you this story or not, but I've never seen him get booed. Then he was like, "Good, that's right, boo me. Let me know how you feel as long as you're out there in the crowd and you're expressing yourself, and so you're screaming that. I know you're having a good time, and that's what it's all about tonight." Obviously, he turned them all of a sudden. They were cheering him, and I was like, "Wow, that's why he gets paid the big bucks." So this is pretty cool by Rob Van Dam, giving us a little bit of that behind the scenes stuff and kind of being pretty honest about it. This is a really talented thing that John Cena was able to pull off. The way he did it, a lot of people were just kind of focusing in even on his facial expressions. Like it really was like it just the his reaction to when Cody says no to The Rock is so exciting, right? And you can just before that, when you just see it before knowing he's going to turn heel, there's just so much excitement on his face. And now you kind of even get a deep like it's like those little pieces of storytelling, right? Because now there's a little bit deeper there, right? He wasn't really excited that Cody decided not to turn heel. He was excited about Cody not turning heel because that meant he was going to be the one who would then be in the Rock's corner. So all of those little things, and then you see his facial expression. It's just perfect, right? It's giving off the exact vibe that he wants to give off. There was just so much that went into it. And when you're the baby face for your whole career, that's not easy. It's not easy to easily fit into this kind of villain role. And I just, like I said, we've been talking about how this is simply about, you know, him giving back to the business. I really think the reason they did this heel turn, I'm not sure they did it for money or anything else. I think they did it because Cena said, I want to give back to the business. And what's the best way to give back to the business? By making, the biggest star in WWE even bigger, right? By going heel, Cena's not really going to be making his star any bigger by going heel. What he's going to make bigger is Cody Rhodes, because now Cody is going up against the entire system. Now Cody is going up against it. And so I think that alone deserves a lot of praise from people because it is a risk. Even if we love it so far, even if there is a lot of talk about it, this was a major, major risk to do this. So thank you all for watching.